and then focus on the thing that you're really passionate about that makes you happy, and they'll turn that into something. I don't know what they'll turn it into, but they'll turn it into something. Things I do, I didn't know I was going to get to the point I'm now sat here talking to you, but I just knew that this is what I had to do, and I knew that's what I wanted to do. So I've just done everything I can round that path, to get me here, and other things I'm doing.
Got it.
Does that answer your question? I'm not saying, go and read all these books or go and watch all that. The dyslexic will absorb information a totally different way. So if I'm going to do something on, say, my motor vehicle, my bike, or I wanted to do something with my computer, or I want to learn a new sort of thing that I do, I'll go to YouTube. I'll Google it. I won't read. I'll watch someone else doing it. No?
Exactly, yeah.
So I'm absorbing a different way.
You're right. There's a wealth of information out there. Information, and it's interesting. And it's interesting you mentioned YouTube. We're just going to come back to that in just a second.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It's great the way these things always seem to just slot together.
You're good at it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. So your advice to anybody who has dyslexia would be that you're not stupid. Clearly, you're not stupid. It's just you have a different way of representing the world, a different way of processing information. Other people may have deemed you stupid, but they don't know what they're talking about. It's easy to say that. It's hard to get that yourself. But seek out people there are people out there who can work with you to help you to start to tap in and develop your confidence in yourself. And once you've done that, go for what it is that you love and enjoy. I mean, so there's no sense in, if you do have tremendous difficulty with reading and writing, there's no sense in attempting to read lots of books to understand it. Look up things on YouTube, listen to podcasts and audio shows. Seek out a coach or a mentor. But as you say, don't work with family because they love you too much to give you the opportunity to fail, and that's gonna really smother.
Because they love you your family love you that much. They don't want you to fail, so they'll look at it. And if they're not dyslexic as well, as an example, they're not going to see what you're saying, and they'll go, "Don't do that, love. It's not going to work. Don't do that. Why don't you do this?" Because
you
know what I mean.
Gotcha.
On that point, I interviewed someone a few weeks ago. She's in Manhattan. She's called the Dyslexic Renegade.
Mm-hmm.
She's an author, just writing a second book. She's 11.
Nice. 11?
She's severely dyslexic. She's on a mission in the US, same as I am in the UK, and we're going to team up. And she's on a mission to change the perception in the US. And they've been battling with the schools authorities to get her special education. Lovely girl. So there's just, I don't know who's made these rules up, Keith. I don't know who's made these rules. Who said that we've got to be able to read a certain way? Who's developed? You know what I mean? Why?
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know the answer to this, but I was interviewed a few months ago in Scotland, and I said I'd like to go back in time to, say, ancient Rome or ancient Greece, and I'd like to understand the guys that were doing all the mathematics for the pyramids, all these great earthworks that they did, and move, all these underground reservoirs and all that. I bet they were dyslexic. I'm convinced they would have been dyslexic. Do you know what I mean? Because if you look at what they're doing, I mean, that's just thousands of years ago creating. How did they create that? But then along the way, people became writing, because writing is only relatively new in our existence, isn't it? It's not, it's not something we've always had. We had paint drawings. We're back to paint drawings now, aren't we? With emojicons. So
pretty much, we've gone back to hieroglyphics,
Yeah, exactly. So hang on, and I'm telling you now, Keith, the people that were going to be more successful, the people that can help the UK in the future after post-Brexit, the people that are going to help America to become great, it's not Trump, it's the dyslexics. They're the ones that are going to come up with the innovations. They're going to come up with the solutions to the problems that we're all getting, because as we go through, there's going to be lots of different problems coming our way, and the dyslexic people and the autistic spectrum and people like that are going to come up with the solutions that the rest of the population will need.
Absolutely. You know, something just sprung up to me there. We so often hear people talking about how we should think outside the box, the need to think outside the box, successful business, think outside the box. That's exactly what dyslexics do. That's exactly what people on the autism spectrum do. They think outside the box, and then they get everybody trying to hammer them back in the box again. What's going on here?
Get back in it. And if you go to NASA, the majority of the people in NASA on the teams there are autistic. Because they're called
think outside the box. No, not that much outside.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
It doesn't. It's ridiculous.
And I know you want to ask me a couple more questions, and time's clicking on. But I give this example, Keith, and for people out there, this is how insane this thing is, right? So we've got little Johnny in the music class, right? And he's playing his piano. And he's terrible. Yeah, he's getting all the notes wrong. Little Daisy gets on. She's amazing. We don't turn round to little Johnny and little Johnny's parents are saying, I'm sorry to tell you, but he's got a music deficiency. He's got a disability in music. I don't know what we're going to do. And we'll try and force him to become better at music. Then we don't go onto the playing field and look at a guy that can't run 100 meters as fast as the guy next to him and say, well, he's got a bit of an ability, he's lacking ability in athletics. What can we do to improve him? We don't do that. So why do we do the language? Yeah, why do we?
Very good point. Very good point. Yeah,
it infuriates me how we. Anyway, but I'm very passionate about this, Keith, and I'm giving you.
Shows, and it's good. It's good to be passionate about it. We need people who are passionate about things which are going to make the world a much better place for all of us. Because I know you're on a mission to educate and change the world view around dyslexia. You talk about the UK view. We both know you are destined for the world stage. You are the International Dyslexic Hero. You're not going to be just the UK. You're on a mission to change the world's perception around dyslexia. And you're right, that's what we need, both for people with dyslexia so they can realize, oh, there's not something wrong with me. And the rest of us non-dyslexic people, we need the creative thinking, the out-of-the-box thinking, which dyslexics bring, because there's only one way to solve the problems we've got.
And we need both sides of the coin. We need structure. We need the logical thinkers. We do need that. I'm not saying we don't, but what I'm saying is don't look at this other group of people and say, oh yeah, they're not as good as us, because that's ultimately what is happening. And this is a bizarre statement, but it's almost like X-Men. You're looking at these people, the autistic, everyone that's on the spectrums, as being these bloody mutants that don't fit in. Do you know what I mean? And they've got these amazing abilities that you can tap into, but you don't want to tap into because you're scared of them, because you don't understand them. And it's through mankind, it's always been the same. And what I've said before is, I want to be known when it's time for me to depart this mortal coil, to be known the voice of the dyslexics, and I've changed the perception. And that's what it's all about, Keith.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And you mentioning that has sparked off something in the back of my mind. I want to have a chat with you after this show. I think there's something that we can do that will pool our resources and help on that. So, yeah. In fact, if anybody else wants to get in touch, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you, Kirk, and to find out more?
Well, I've got my website, which is Dougie Stone. I go under the name of Dougie Stone, DUGGYSTONE.com. There's links to me podcasts and stuff on there, and a bit about me, some of my public speaking. And I know you're going to talk about YouTube. I took my YouTube channel off, but I'm going to put it back onto my website for me links for some of the stuff I'm doing, which you know about. So my
yeah. Okay, so yeah, we've got to wrap this up in a couple of minutes. It's always the way it goes, and when we get interesting guests, time flies. So 60 seconds. You mentioned YouTube, and you do these fantastic thing called Pounce interviews. 60 seconds. What's that all about, and where can people see them?
Yeah, they're on YouTube on my Dougie Stone channel. I started them off to raise the awareness of people coming to my networking group so a wider audience can see it. They didn't know I was going to do it. I just came up to them, put the phone in front of them, started recording them, Facebook Live. because I wanted them to get confident about, because that's what I do, get confident about talking live on Facebook. So I call them Pounce interviews. And they've grown and grown to be, everyone knows about them in the UK from 4 Networking, which I'm in. But last week I was at the Business Growth Show, and as a result of those Pounce interviews and doing what I'm doing, and everything I'm doing is to raise my profile, Keith. Everything is about raising my profile. I ended up interviewing a cabinet minister, the chief secretary to the treasurer, the ex-CEO of John Lewis, who's running for mayor of Birmingham, and a reality TV person that was on The Apprentice this year. I would never have got to them if I hadn't have had this daft dyslexic idea of walking up to people and shoving a camera in front of them. I'm going to take it a step further now. We're actually going to do it at big events, hopefully, with a proper TV crew, but beam it live to Facebook. Anyway, that's a Pounce interview.
Fantastic. And you're right. I can see that, or I do strongly suspect it was your dyslexia which enabled you to come up with this ridiculously crazy idea, which sounds daft, but my word, it works. It really does work. We've hit the buffers now, so we can't talk more about this as much as I'd like to. Perhaps we will do again at some other point. But they can find your YouTube, youtube.com/DougieStone, DuggieStone. To find out a lot more about Kirk, the fantastic work he does, visit his website, DougieStone.com. That's DuggieStone.com, and you're going to put a link back to your YouTube on there as well, so they can find all that. You've got resources on there. Check out his website. Check out his YouTube. Subscribe to his YouTube as well. That will be absolutely fantastic. Kirk, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here. Thank you so much. You got any last words for our wonderful listeners? Yeah.
If there's any people out there they've just discovered their child is dyslexic and they think the world's ended, get them to focus on what they're passionate about, because you might be encouraging the next Steve Jobs. Thank you.
I can't think of any better words to sum it up than that. Thank you so much, Kirk. Once again, if anyone wants to get in touch with Kirk, DougieStone.com, DuggieStone.com. That's it for this time. Come back in 2 weeks' time. I have got a fantastic show lined up for you in the next one. Around the time, I can't tell you any more about it, but meantime, keep in touch, and don't forget to check out theconfidencealchemist.com/5-secrets, where you'll find the 5 hidden secrets to confidence. Until next time, dear listener, thank you so much. Take care and look after yourself. Bye for now.
You've been listening to the Confidence Alchemist radio show. To find out more, visit theconfidencealchemist.com.